Good Friday morning, everybody. I'm Dwayne Nelson. Officials with the National Transportation Safety Board will return to the scene of a small plane crash this morning in Smith County, Virginia. Virginia State Police said the KR-2 experimental plane went down around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon in a field off Interstate 81. It had just taken off from Mountain Empire Airport. Witnesses says when it hit the ground, it burst into flames. A local pilot, whose name isn't being released, reportedly died in that crash. Bluff City Board of Mayor and Alderman has decided to part ways with the police chief. Town leaders voted to terminate David Nelson's employment effective immediately. Nelson has been on leave following a probe by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. Meanwhile, town leaders decided on first reading to extend the 45-mile-per-hour speed limit, which adds another distance to the speed camera, to be in compliance with the newly passed state law. The measure will go before city leaders on second reading October 13th. Johnson City Commission has approved an amendment to the city's redevelopment plan for downtown. The change adds an urban renewal component, which will allow tax increment financing to help fund the interior structure rehabilitation. Downtown Center is of particular focus behind the changes, the facility being looked at as a downtown satellite campus for Northeast State Technical Community College. Well, the Birthplace of Country Music Alliance has been granted $1.7 million from the Virginia Tobacco Commission to help in completing its Cultural Heritage Center in downtown Bristol. Executive Director Leah Ross says it's been a long process.
We've worked really hard this past year working on getting more funding so we could start that project. I mean, we've done some work to the building already, but this is definitely a shot in the arm that we need, and we are very confident by the end of the year that we'll have the rest of that funding completed in order to go out to bid in January.
Both Bristol cities have committed a total of $1.1 million over 5 years to raise over $10 million for that project. Dickinson County, Virginia school officials concerned about mold found at one of the county's elementary schools. 2 tests there, conducted recently at Clintwood Elementary, shows at least one test that air samples are acceptable and without any issues. But according to a second and independent test, dangerously high levels of mold growth are reported in a number of classrooms. Governor Bill Haslam has announced a deal with Amazon.com to begin collecting Tennessee sales taxes in 2014, which will add about 2,000 full-time jobs at a new distribution center. Haslam said the agreement will balance the needs of Amazon.com Incorporated and the state's brick-and-mortar retailers. And the 12th Annual State Street Farmers Market Customer Appreciation Day is set for this weekend in downtown Bristol. Breakfast will be served on Saturday from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. or whenever supplies run out. While you're at the market, be sure to pick up a free copy of the 2011 State Street Farmers Market poster. That'll be available as well. Have yourself a great weekend and a great rest of your Friday.